Hello lovely people, I'm so glad to be back with you, and I am making today this beautiful baby basket. How gorgeously chunky is this? And we're going to be using the waistcoat stitch and single crochet. It whips up really quickly, so lovely to put presents or nappies or diapers. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now this is the biggest hook I have and it's 12mm. I'm just going to make a slip knot. And then I'm going to chain 13. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 13. That's going to be the length of the basket. And now all I'm going to do is single crochet back into the chain. I'm going to go in with my hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through these two. And I'm going to do that all the way to the end of this chain. This yarn is so soft and squishy and it's easily available on Amazon. I will link it below. But it's more like a cord because you want it nice and sturdy for the basket. All right, so you should have 12 single crochet stitches and you've made your first row and it's looking beautiful, nice and squidgy. And we are just going to chain one now, turn, and then we have these V's at the top here. We're just going to take our hook and go underneath this first V, like that. Grab the yarn, pull up a loop, and pull through. And this is the start of your second row. I mean, look how thick that is already, and that's 2 rows. So you only need probably about the width of a nappy, which is going to be about, say about maybe 7 rows. So I'll meet you back here when I've done that, and we'll see where we are. I now have my 7 rows. How quick was that? And I've decided that that is the width of a nappy or a diaper. So I'm going to stop there and I'm going to now, should have 12 stitches across here. And I'm going to, instead of going across again, I'm going to start going around like here. Okay, and this is a little bit unconventional because there's not obvious stitches on these sides. I was going to chain one, because it's almost like now we're building a wall. We're going to build a wall around this slab of material. So I've chained one to add a little bit of space. And now we're just going to single crochet all the way around. So the sides are going to be as best you can. And then when you get to the longer edges, you will easily be able to see where you're putting your hook. But can you see that? It's just making a nice even edge all the way around. I'm just going to add a stitch marker here because I know I'll forget where I started. Even though it looks obvious now, it's not as obvious when you get all the way around. So I'm going to add a stitch marker here. These are pennies on Amazon. I'll link it below, but you can just use a paper clip or maybe a hair grip or something, which works just as well, or even just a piece of yarn. So I'm going to go around like this, and look at our yarn, it's getting smaller and smaller. That's the beauty of this, you can just use as much as you have. Now at the end of this side, so the last stitch is going in here, and then we can turn. Okay, so we've gone from here to here, and now that's a nice even edge like this edge is. And we're going to do that to the next 2 edges as well. So we're going to keep on going round. Whereas on this long edge, you will be able to easily see where to put your hook, because stitches are nice and evenly spaced, you're hoping. Okay, now I'm going to tell you this now. This is the bottom of your basket. So we're not like going to be crocheting up like this, we're going to be crocheting around like this. Okay, so this is a good time to flip it, and then it will become a little bit clearer, and then as you go around you can kind of curve it up a little bit. So I'm just going to do oh my god, I'm just going to do these last 2 sides. Okay, so we're going to go all the way around now until we get to the stitch marker. So I'll meet you back here when you're here. All right, now we've come back to our stitch marker. So we've done 1 full round and it is looking very much like a basket. So what you can do is just carry on as you did before, just round and round and round until you get to your desired height. But there is something else that I'm going to add to make it even better, which is, instead of single crochet, you could do waistcoat stitches, which are a lot tidier and they'll make your basket just look beautiful and neat and uniform. I think that's the last stitch, isn't it? We're going to leave the marker there just so we know where we are. Right, now I have my line. I have about 7 stitches on each side now. And I've got this row of stitches here. Instead of going into the top of the stitch, like this would be the single crochet, I'm gonna actually go where this V is, I'm gonna just stab it right in the middle. Right in the middle, like that. Then I'm gonna get loads and loads of yarn, because actually waistcoat stitch is really tight, so you need to loosen these stitches if you can. There we go. So we have our 2 loops on the hook, and now we're just going to yarn over and pull through. All right, so that's your first waistcoat stitch. I know it doesn't look much now, but when you do them all around, it will just look like little bricks. It just looks right. So we're going to stab our next ones here. See? Stab. I do like the fact that this hook has got kind of a sharp bit at the top. There we go. Don't say it'd be easy, but it is quite simple. Oh, there we go. So we're going to do that all the way around. When we get to the corner, remember to keep them nice and loose, otherwise you will just not be able to get in the stitches like this. Look, these are really tight and it's really hard to get in. So just, even though it looks like it's going to be too loose, it won't be too loose. Just trust the process. And also, if it goes out of shape, don't worry, you can shape it at the end. I'll meet you back here when we have gone all the way around a couple of times, and let's see where we are. Right, so I've done 4 rows of lovely waistcoat stitch, and you can see it's made this beautiful, lovely texture. And it's a good job really, because I've just come to the end of my yarn, and look, that's where we began. So this is going to be a couple of stitches short actually, but I'm just going to show you how to cast this off. I'll teach you how to kind of make it look like there's no end. So I'm going to just pull this out like this, and then thread it through here and make a kind of false stitch into here through this one, so it looks like another stitch, but it's not really, and it makes it look nice and even. There we go. And then you can weave in the stitch wherever you want, or weave in the end. So I'm just going to go down like that, fully in, and I can't get out anywhere. Make it nice and neat. No one would ever know. And then all you got to do is this little bit here that you started with, you can just put that on the bottom if you want. Just weave it through there. And now you can take your stitch marker out, which may be difficult. We'll see. Oh, there we go. There you go. And there you have a lovely baby nursery basket. So there we have it. I might even put some little gifts inside. I'm thinking I've already got a book. I'm gonna just go crazy and just get loads of baby clothes and gifts. And the baby's name is Daisy, and I might even make a flower to put on the front because it's quite plain, but it's beautiful as it is as well. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It would absolutely make my day, and subscribe if you like channels like this. Then I am just doing this every week now. Can't stop me. And if you like this, then you'll love this video where I make a basket for an actual baby to go inside. I'll see you there.